Alrighty then. Indeed. We over here vibing, y'all. Vibing. We're back a few days earlier than normal with the Wheel of Time. Because if you remember, just as we were wrapped up because Meeks didn't want to potentially spoil me on what we were chatting about, because there was a lot of episode 3 that I was not remembering. So I've had a chance to take a look at those things. So now we're gonna do a little short discussion here on those things, because there were some big things going down in episode 3. It's a good episode. I really liked it. So let's rate that. We didn't rate the first 2. I forgot. So let's rate eps 1 and 2 right now. Let's say out of 10 spins of the wheel, what do you rate episode 1 and 2?
Episode 1, I'm gonna give it a good 7 spins, because we missed it. It came back with a vengeance. It came back like, okay, y'all, this is where the players are. This is where all your people are. They went bam, 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 bam. Okay, so now that you got that, we're gonna leave you off with this. She thought she had it, but she didn't. Nice try. However, she is acting stanky-dank. She is acting a little stanky.
A little bit. We're talking about you, Moraine. We're talking about you.
Yeah. And episode 2, I'm going to say that is a 7. 7. I'm going to say 7.
7 and 7. Okay.
It was interesting. They gave me a little more story as to what's going on, but there are a lot of people missing. Listen, when the people are separated, I need to see them every single episode. I need to see what they're doing.
Episode.
I need to see what they're doing.
Right. We need to see where all of the streams
what is Matt doing? Because I heard that's the one character's storyline that's completely different, because they had to figure out a way to switch the actors. So I'm like, so what is he doing? You're not going to show him? Oh, okay.
Indeed. So let's see. For me, I think for episode 1, I'm gonna give that a strong 7.75 spins. Because, like you said, we brought the team back. They gave us a little bit, little crumbs for everybody. It set the stage. And there was a lot that happened in the finale of season 1, so they had to reset the stage, and I think they did that successfully. For episode 2, I think I'm gonna agree with you on that being 7. I think the way they told the story was good, and I did definitely like all the content they gave us, but I think timing of some things could have been done a little differently, and also the way they're portraying people's different changes in attitude. Again, Moraine is like at the top of that list. I think that could have been reassessed and done a little bit better. Like, I'm understanding the mindset that she's in, but the way she's handling it isn't exactly the best, in my opinion. So, but still, that's not going to deter me from the show at all.
Definitely. Oh no, absolutely not. I just want them to. Yeah, I want her to explain what the hell she's doing, because I get it.
And explain it to Lan.
Thank you, but the people around you don't get it. These are the people you're going to have to depend on in the next upcoming war. Like,
exactly.
We need to tell them what the hell's going on. I hate when people have information and they don't share it. Yep. I can't. That's one of my biggest gripes in a lot of shows, where you're talking to the person who knows they have the information, but they're not telling something. Game of Thrones, Sansa. Battle of the Bastards. Battle of the Bastards.
Yes.
You could have told him.
Yes.
You could have told him.
We're still mad about it.
You could have told him.
The plan could have gone off a lot differently. Matter of fact, there with that in knowledge and a different plan set, Rick and Light could have made it out of there.
Yeah,
alive.
Yeah,
I mean, he probably would have been maimed. Still, one of them arrows would have caught him, but he wouldn't be dead.
Yeah,
at all.
No.
Our great mother of the realm. Hello, Lady Realm.
Hello. I'm like, I don't like.
Still mad about it.
Still mad, but also and like highly upset that Moraine is out here showing her ass like that. I just,
bro, no. Like, come on, ma'am. I know you're grieving. I get it. You're going through a lot, and you have to do what you have to do to get by. You're still trying to be on the espionage spy game because that's your trade. I get it. However, you don't need to do the team like you're doing them right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So. It's just not cool. It's not cool. Oof. All right, but anywho's, so let us and actually what the large part of story progression I was forgetting was with Nynaeve, and I think it's because I binged them all at one time and I didn't have a whole lot of time and I was half asleep by the time I got to episode 3. So yeah, my timelines were completely skewed. So yes, she did make it out of the tunnel, and oh Lord Jesus, Lord,
her coming through and holding a baby and that baby ain't there. I'm gonna be on the floor for a minute. Like I understood. I was like, ma'am, lay on the floor. Lay on the floor. Lay on the floor. They would have to drag my ass back because I'm not walking.
My heart broke, and I totally understand. And she didn't do that just on no grieving whim. She came out of there with something that belonged to someone already. So the precedent was already set that she could do this. We heard that people have come out with wounds and stained bloody clothes and whatnot before, but they didn't say anything about people actually pulling objects.
They literally 120% WandaVisioned her. They WandaVisioned the hell out of her. And now she has to deal with that, knowing everything, that the peace that she had, the joy that she had, gone.
She lived years in that fever dream. That baby was what, like 7, 8?
Somewhere in there.
Oh my goodness.
Not to mention that she loves land. Like that was her man. So when she sees him, she's gonna be like, this is my man, this is my husband, this is my partner.
Had they own little happy cubby hole in the 2 rivers. Like a nice little plot line over there too.
Like he's in the bathroom, I just come to the bathroom like, excuse me. Like, what are you doing? I'm getting my stuff. I'm brushing my teeth.
I mean,
look, we did this for like 5 years. What are you talking about? I brush my teeth.
I'm not gonna hold you for that. I'm not gonna hold you for that. I get it.
Yeah, so I am excited to see how she's able to, like, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? How she's able to cope and deal with the feelings she had in there that felt so real until she realized it wasn't.
And that's such a reset that she has to go through. And the thing that pisses me off about that, though, is when these kids go through this and they come out, what was shown only for you, and now you're cleansed of your sins and sins done against you.
It's real big. I don't care energy.
No, that is trauma that someone just had to go through to get to the other side. Y'all don't have no type of counseling for that.
Exactly. I feel like it's
wonder why some of these women are doing dealing dirty shit and our dark friends because of this nonsense. You don't. I feel
like it's the duty of the lady in charge to set aside and be like, so tell me, how are you? How are you feeling?
How do you feel?
How do you feel?
How can I help you? What can I do for you?
And I feel like it would also help them put them in the right color. Like, okay, tell me how you're feeling.
Exactly. Making them hold things in like that and pushing them to just move on. That's just not cool, and that's going to lead people down to a darker path. And like I said, when she was in that second part of the archway, when she was falling in that dark pit, she was wearing the red Aja gown, and that's a dangerous combination. I think that's what all of those things were ultimately telling her. If you go this route, blood will be your future.
If you go this route, you're going to have your man's headband in your hand with no man.
In your hand.
You're going to have no man.
And you're not going to have no child, no beautiful, intelligent, bouncy child that already wants to be a fighter because she asked her Uncle Perrin to make her a sword so she could start her training. Man, look.
Feelings is hurt.
Just so hurt. And she tried to look, hold on to mommy. It'll be okay. I thought for sure she was gonna come out there. I had so much hope. I knew I was gonna get my heart broken, but I had so much hope.
Kudos to Egwene, because she was like, "Listen, my friend ain't going. Excuse me, my friend ain't going."
See, and this is why that reaction right there. That's why I said I'm really upset that Nynaeve chose to separate herself after overhearing what was being said. Girl, y'all are literally like this, and you have been for the whole time you've been there.
All y'all need is a little conversation.
Need to talk. If you have an issue with something your friend said or something you heard, you go and talk about it. You don't let the situation get to where you're going off on some bloodthirsty, random ass trial that you had no business going on at that point in time. Meanwhile, your girl's over here. She's also heartbroken now because she thinks you're fucking dead. But I do, again, agree with what you just said. That, yeah, Gwen was like, you know what? Nope. She walked right in there and tried, or already started trying to figure out how to get herself in there.
She was like, let me touch this.
And do the thing. She was like, right. Like, what if I do this?
Like, go through.
And I like, I don't remember her name, but the heir, I like her.
Elaine?
I really do like her. Is it Elaine?
See, right now I can't make heads or tails of her. Only because I'm just
Luna.
like, what you in?
I see when she first came in, and this is another thing I didn't talk about in the last one. When she first came in, I was looking at her exactly how Egwene was looking at her. Like, okay, I'm outside my room. This all this extracurricular shit.
Girl,
excuse me, is this yours? Like, it was blocking my door. Can you just
it. Nothing worse than having stuff blocked. Hate it.
And the first thing that she said to Egwene though was, "Oh, you could put those over there in the corner."
Like, man, why do you even have all this in this closet?
I could put what where?
Well,
they send you here to help me. Why the fuck would I be here helping you?
I'd be like, hands up. I'm not. That's not my
right
job.
Here. You dropped your shit.
That is not my job.
Back and then walked into this woman's room talking about, oh, they left a bunch of junk in my room too. This girl, and it's overprivileged and entitled, yes, but the thing that upsets me really with it is we find out later that she's trained there before. She's already spent 6 summers of her life training there, knowing that she was going to be there. Wouldn't you know what those places already what those rooms look like?
Wouldn't you know the rules?
Wouldn't you know the levels of the people that are in there? You knew that you were not supposed to have even half of that shit that was in your room, and it gets taken from her later, and the person that did it only did it because they owed a favor to her mom. That was it. And she knew she was using her entitlement to do that, and she still did it anyway. But I think this is one of the main reasons I say I'm on her team for right now, is when that got called into the question, she said, no. She was doing a favor for my mom. No, I'll take the blame. I'm sorry. I should have known better. I didn't act accordingly. I'll do the punishment. Do I need and she has a little sass, so I appreciate sass, because the teacher said something else too. I don't remember what she said, but then she looked at her, well, should I come in the morning or afternoon before? Exactly.
I was like,
okay.
She got what I do like about her is that she also checked Egwene, checked her ass, and was like, listen, check your privilege, but you're jealous. You're sitting here pretending to be like, oh, you're jealous of your friend, and girl, that's not a good look. She is talented beyond measure, but she's having issues right now. You are talented beyond measures, and you're doing your best to learn what needs to be going on. You need to be supporting each other and not being jealous of what she has, because it don't make no sense. You're both talented. And not get out of here. The conversations that they've had with other people with themselves. And I was really glad at everything she told Egwene in that moment, because she put her back into that. She was like, girl, jealousy is not a good look.
It's not. And it's not even jealousy. It's being overly insecure, and I genuinely don't understand why Egwene is like that. You had your shit together in the Two Rivers. You have already proven yourself, just like the rest of the team, throughout the whole of season 1, that you can actually do these things. The blockage that isn't ramping your power up to where we already seen it can go is you. Yeah. Because you're being a dumb human and you're holding all this shit inside, and it's the same shit that's with Nynaeve. Yeah. And y'all both need to let go of those old strings so you can move forward.
I think it's more for her, it's like seeing people be so concerned about Nynaeve. And I'm like, yes, they are concerned about Nynaeve because she completely can't do it right now. They're trying to help unblock her. You are fine. Like, all you have to do is cope with whatever you went through, because you can still use magic or your power, one power, and you're still trying. She completely shut it down. She separated herself from the one power. You know how determined you got to be to separate yourself from the one power. So they're trying to help her out, and it's taken multiple people, and she's seeing all this as people like doting on her, be like, you're so powerful. This is why we care. You're so powerful. This is why we care. And they care because repeating that. They care because she is powerful, and she is stopping herself. They want her to get out of her own way. That's what they're trying to help her do. Like, you know, she can do it. It's a mental thing. Like, they're trying to help her mentally, not skill wise. And you just need help skill wise. So you need to chill out, man.
Yes.
Chill the fuck out.
And that is why I think the best teacher she could have is Alana. And Alana really has been trying to get her in gear, not doing it overly harshly, but being firm in everything that she's trying to teach her. But of course, you know, Nynaeve gonna Nynaeve. Danny, what's going on, kid? It's oof.
She is extra stubborn.
Extra
the moment you tell
Nynaeve,
like
Nynaeve was ridiculous in season 1 on this level, and now
Nynaeve, hey, I need you to step to the left. I'm gonna stand here, or I'm gonna step to the right. I'm not gonna go to the left. I'm just not gonna do it.
Baby girl.
You're not gonna tell me what to do.
I understand. I mean, see, first she had beef because now that, you know, she's there. Well, you know, I came here before and y'all said that I wasn't good enough. Well, yeah, back then you were a child, and no, you weren't good enough.
Exactly.
They didn't tell you anything but the truth. I mean, because what it seems like to me is they don't actually even let like kids in there. The princess got to go there for early training just because of her status.
Yep.
And I suspect that she has a lot of power that we may not have seen. And I feel like just yet. So we'll see where that goes.
The privilege of like doing the training that was her privilege. They didn't like pop her knuckles or push her down or put her in a corner
they didn't give her any of the real harsh shit.
No, you just had the educational aspect of it. Now you're here for the training portion.
Now you're here for the training. Now you're in the internship. You actually have to do the work and learn all of the work now. So I really like where her character is going so far. I do think that she can be a very good friend to Egwene. Again, also, if Egwene would get out of her own way on everything that she's doing too. And I get how she feels. I do get how she feels because, the only time anyone higher up talks to her is, have you seen Nynaeve? So, and I get that. However, girl, you already know where your power is.
Child.
You know how strong you are. So I don't get it. Is Nynaeve stronger? Yeah, that's been proven, but that's a known fact. You already knew that before y'all even got to the White Tower. So what are you doing?
So I understand.
You're strong in your own right. What the hell?
I get your frustration, but where's Nynaeve? Like, I get it. You're frustrated that we're not, but
you didn't maybe want to talk to your friend about this? Like, you have this mindset, and I feel like her and Nynaeve are close enough to where they can have that level of conversation and not have any animosity or anything about it.
Be shutting down everybody,
everyone
with love, especially her friends. Girl, what are you doing? Put that shit down, respectfully.
Baby girl whole ass got kidnapped by a damn Trolloc, and not only did she freaking kill that thing, she navigated her way through lands unknown because she does not leave the Two Rivers until now, and she managed to track one of the baddest Sedai in the whole damn tower and rolled up on her water, snuck up behind him like, bitch, where my people at though?
Come on.
Even Lan had to look at her like, how the fuck did you find me? What? It was real, like, confused.
It was very Kermit the Frog.
You know what, David? I will allow you, dear little brother, to troll as much as you like. Fandom D Saint, y'all know who he is. His links are down below, and also we will be on in probably another hour or so on DJ Wun Wun's channel for the weekly Ahsoka talk. And I don't know if y'all watched this week's episode, but it was lovely. I enjoyed it. Okay, but back to the wheel. Let's see what else. I will say I do like what I think I see with Matt and Min. However, I am extra calling into question now, what are Min's motives?
Exactly.
Like, I guess she's working with Leandrin, but she don't really fuck with the Aja like that, especially Leandrin. And if she really wanted to, she absolutely could just poof disappear. She knows how to hide.
I feel like she would have had to seem
So-
that she had to work with her for some reason. That's the only reason.
That's what I think it is too, right? And that's why I want to know where her headspace is and what's the goal she's trying to get to before she drops Matt and disappears away from under Leandra's thumb.
Yeah,
because I think Leandra thinks that she's in charge of that girl, but she ain't.
I'm not mad at this Matt. I'm like, okay,
he is matting.
Yeah, he is.
Like the only thing different is a little bit of the face because it's a different actor, but the personality, kids got it.
And I'm trying to figure out who he was in Game of Thrones. I'm like, I don't understand who were you?
He was in Game of Thrones,
girl.
Did they give a character name for him in Game of Thrones? Who was it?
Let me look it because I'm like, I don't.
Really,
sir, ma'am, Z, sir. I don't know who you are.
I can't. I don't recall his face, so it must not have been that big of a role.
That's what I feel like. He had to be in the background somewhere or something.
Had to have been, because all of like the major players, even like the side characters, if they had even one important thing to do, we know that person's name.
Oh, he was in The Witcher too? Doing?
Who did he play in The Witcher? Because I don't recognize him from anything.
Nope, it might have been The Witcher. Somebody else was in the Game of Thrones. I don't see him on here, but he was definitely in The Witcher. Nettily. I don't know, man.
Trying to think, who else did we see?
I don't know, man. And he was in Fantastic Beasts. I don't know, man.
I think I know who you're talking about, and that's only just because I remember somebody talking about it vaguely. Played a red shirt, right? Somebody that was in the scene for like 3 seconds, then they got stabbed.
Like, hold this up, look to your left, and now fall back.
Right.
Fall back.
Oh man. We'll figure out those connections at a later date. Monday when we come through for the next 3 episodes, 4, 5, 6, trying to get them all together. Or if we have to do a breakaway, maybe we'll do one here.
That's tonight. It should be up right now.
So that'll basically catch us up for the most part.
Yep, and then we'll be sad.
And then we'll be sad because it'll be over just like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. I can't wait for you to see the other 2 episodes. Well, the other 2, and then possibly the third one. But depending on what happens. But I can't wait for you to see the other 2. I can say that much for sure.
I'm looking forward to it. I very, very much stayed away from watching anyone else's reviews. Also, shout out to the ladies of 1001. They're also covering the Wheel of Time, so y'all go check this podcast discussions out. Links down below.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what else. We had a little bit of land in this, but I think some of the biggest connections actually will go to our boy Rand first. Things are starting to think, and I had a feeling that Rand was definitely on his espionage, where he was trying to get in there and talk to Logain.
I'm like, it just don't make it.
Logain is extra.
I was like, why are you doing this for what? So he can show you how to Dougie, teach you how to Dougie? Like, what's the purpose?
That's what I think it is. That is exactly what I think it is, and that is also the let's call it the quote unquote talking to that Logain got from Moraine later. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how he moves. But Rand definitely does need to be trained, and for all, I think Logain is definitely on the par to do it. He can't touch the power again right now unless he's more powerful than we think, and he finds a way to make it. I doubt it. I doubt he will, but I think he
his ass the hell
is.
Down.
Yeah. I think Logain is the best person he's going to learn from, because putting him in the tower, they could show him some things, but he's going to be battling a lot being there, and half of them, I think, would still try to kill him.
Yeah, because I'm like, at this point, you're absolutely positively certain he is a Dragon Reborn. Everybody's in agreement. So you have to do something. You either have to train him or you got to kill him. And I prefer you train him, because you're going to need him to fight everybody else. So
exactly.
Figure it out, White Tower.
One of the things, was it Alana that said it? I don't remember. It might have been the head of the novices. I don't remember. But they say, the wheel is giving us some very powerful players, and we
Alana
need
said it.
to make sure they're all on our side. All of these people in the Two Rivers alone, like the backwoods area that people forget even exists sometimes. Mm-hmm. Five of the most powerful, I'll call them force wielders. Five of the most powerful wielders of the one power are in this one little tiny ass village. Mm-hmm. That means something. That means a lot. Every kid in there has something extra with their powers. Rand, yeah, he's got power, but he's like literally the dragon. So he is the power. But he doesn't have power. No, he is the power. Mm-hmm. Perrin with his awesome freaking storyline, man.
Him the wolf sees.
Hey, what's good, bruv? If you maybe want to jump in, we only gonna be here for like another half hour, maybe. If you want to jump in, shoot me a text.
Girl, half an hour. You stretching it.
Hey, Casey.
Why? Because
okay,
we're gonna talk about for another half hour. I can't say nothing else past episode 3.
I was guesstimating.
Bro, guesstimating. I can't say nothing else.
Oh, man. Oh, no worries, bro. No worries. That's why I said it.
What was I gonna say?
Rand.
Yeah.
Well, the whole group and their extra magic powers. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we don't even know if what Nynaeve saw in her first visit, like the first portal, was true with the sickness. We don't even know if that was a thing. So she's really concerned about that because it looked real. It did. It very much looked real.
Did.
It looked like everybody was suffering.
It's low key kind of plausible too, though, because their two best healers that could have been there, that they're not there no more. Mm-hmm. So it makes sense. Yeah, you got this fill in,
or it's actually happening, and I'm like, I can't tell.
I'm going to posit that it is not that it's a guilt trip per se, but it's trying to get her to let go of all the burdens she has placed on herself.
Okay.
Because, the having to look out for the kids, because I mean, yeah, she's only like maybe 3 or 4 years older than them, but to her, those are kids that are under her care still. So she has to get past that. Yes, you have loved ones in this group and they are your family. However, you can't always be everywhere all at once to protect everybody all the time. It's an impossible task. And if you would recognize that and let go of it and not think of so many apocalyptic scenarios where everything is dying and you're covered in blood all the time, like we saw when you came out of them arches, then I think you'd be able to move on and truly tap into all that power that is just waiting to arise in your veins. It's literally there, baby girl. We've seen it like 3 times now. You can do this. And I like that she is trying to keep herself in check. She says no one should have all this power.
Yep.
I don't know that I fully agree with that, because for the situations that's going on here, I think you need some pretty even more power than that.
We need some pretty powerful people.
Right. The problem is you have to learn how to control that. Yeah. And I honestly, that might be my biggest peeve with her. I don't know why she's so afraid of this power, thinking that it will overwhelm her. You are the most hard-headed damn character on the damn screen. If you want to bend anything to your will, you can and will.
Ma'am, you willingly shut off your power. You did it to yourself. You cut yourself off.
You literally have to get out of your own way.
Like you have the power to cut yourself off from the one power, and you're not losing your mind. Like, girl.
Exactly.
Ma'am.
I mean, again, to call into question that last lesson that she got from Alana with the changing the water, and, magically filtering the water so it's tasty and clear and doesn't look like it will give you all of the infections in the world
and diarrhea
because you drank that shit
loose.
And Nynaeve was not having any of it. Nope.
And it was chunky. You knew it was chunky because it had food in it.
It was so nasty. Like, normally if you get like to the bottom scrapings of the pot once you get done with the stew, that's fine. That's actually flavor. You can make a nice sauce out of that.
But
this shit right here that's been fermenting all day, a collection of dirty plates and chunks of food that have been in people's mouths, and the sweat flecks that were in there, the saliva. Come on, Nynaeve, I respect the gangster, but bitch,
filter it.
Fuck on.
Filter it.
Of all the moments that you could have chosen to put your foot down, like that, nah. See, fermented crab is actually edible. That's like that's a thing. These
were just people's leftovers. These were just random people's leftovers in things.
You know what, fandom? Think about that scene that we saw with I want to call him Game of Thrones brother Book. What the fuck was his name? Sam. When he was training at the Citadel and he had to go around and pick up all the plates from everybody's lunch and dinner and shit. That's what Nynaeve drank. That's why we're both sitting here speechless. Like,
it had to be chunky.
No,
there had to be some chunks in it. The way I would have been like,
no. Yes, exactly, fandom. It was not cute. It was not cute, and I would not have been doing that. You want to talk about somebody being stubborn? I would have been the stubborn asshole that was sitting in there all night,
all day, trying to get that relatively clean.
Because hell no, I'm not catching no damn types of infections. No, my throat swelling up because nasty concoctions have gone down. God, what is happening with her liver right now? Jesus, is it even going to filter accurately?
No, because there's a bunch of alcohol in there too. Whatever different type of wine they were.
So, oh yeah, that's right. Because all these medieval times, a lot of times they don't drink water. It's mead and wine. So anyway, all of that to say, basically, Nynaeve, get your shit together, girl.
Come on.
You got this. There is nothing that you have ever tried to do in your life that you did not see done.
Girl, I'm gonna need you to outstubborn yourself.
Even this was the biggest thing that you wanted to do that didn't get done, and now you're back here, and they want you now. Mm-hmm. They not only do they want you, they need you, and I think that's a lot of her thing. She always wants to be needed, and to portray that, she makes sure that she's that character that's always going to come in clutch and do some phenomenal shit. And I dig that, honestly, and I think she needs to really embrace that. So that's the final thoughts on episode 3 and watching where that's going. I'm still interested in how things are going to go with Rand. I didn't comment on him too much because I think there's more that needs to be seen in that storyline first. I am low-key side-eyeing his baby boo right now though, because
she's trying so hard. I'm pretty sure the penis is not
she's
that great.
Trying a little.
He's fresh, you know what I'm saying? He's a fresh 18, 19 or something, whatever he's supposed to be. He don't know what he's doing, so it can't really be that great, ma'am.
Egwene walked away. Egwene very easily walked away from it.
She did. She was like, you know what?
He didn't have her digmatized on any level, so I don't really think that he's hitting it like that. No. I just think that she's been lonely for a long time, and he is a young, vigorous individual in his prime. So,
but I am loving the haircut. I am loving the low cut. I'm like, it looks really good. Face out here facing for the people. Come on, sir. Come on.
And I'm not gonna hold him too much on slinging peen to get a discount on the rent because
sometimes if you ain't gotta pay, you ain't gotta pay.
I mean, he's enjoying it. She's enjoying it. I feel like it's a win-win solution.
Exactly.
These are adults doing adult things, so go and get it.
Exactly.
I appreciate it. All right. Yeah. So let's see. Anything else big that we missed? Chat room. Anything else? Any other points you want us to chat about real quick before we jump off of here? Because I think we caught all the big things. Oh wait. Hold on. Is this episode 4? Because I did watch a little bit of episode 4. When Alana took Lan at the end. That wasn't in episode 3, right?
I think it was. Because
okay, so it's JD, help me out. Was
I think
the thing that Alana's family in episode 3, or is that 4 I'm thinking about? I want to say it was 3 also. Because this is where we saw one Nynaeve where she was trying to get back into things. She went to the training yard, and that's when she found out that Alana and the boys were gone. And also, how much shit do you think that warder she was talking to is going to get now? Because Leandrin heard him talking nonsense. And I don't care what Aja you join. Just don't do the red one. So I'm real curious.
Remember. I feel like it was 3.
It might have been, because we did see more than just that one little.
Yeah, because the shitterizations is definitely the next episode. Shitterizations.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like 1, 2, and 3 blurred all together.
Yeah, it's a very on the timeline of how things happen. I don't think there was a whole lot of progression of time. I think we were just seeing everything that happened, all at the same time in all of the moving parts.
Like,
that
here's what everybody.
And I like
that. What everybody is. Here's what everybody is doing, and here's how shit's going to start for the season. And that's why they released all the episodes.
Here's the one thing. Yeah, here's the one thing. The thread that connects it all, and how we see that weave. So yeah, I like how they did that.
Me too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so let's see. So final vote out of 10 spins of the wheel.
I really like this episode. Episode 3 had the death of Uno. Yeah. I'm like, Episode 3 had Nynaeve in the freaking portals and the arches, coming out of the arches. I'm like, yes.
Chat room, give us your score too in the chat. Let us know what you guys are rating.
I'm like, absolutely. So I'm gonna say that this episode for me was definitely a 9. It was really good. I was really captivated. They had all the things. I was really hurt about Uno. I'm still gonna be hurt about Uno. I'm gonna be talking about Uno for the rest of the year. But
of all the dumb hills to die on, though, bruh.
Listen, I get it.
Your boys read the room correctly. Come on, man. I understand, but
listen, she had the nails when she was like,
"You were going to die, my dude." You know why you needed to survive? Because we need you in the fight later, bruh. This was a dumb decision.
Oh, and supposedly the actress for the lady is his wife. His real life. Yes.
Oh, that's cool. Hey,
that's funny.
I love when I see family together and things. That's
exactly.
Awesome. I'm here for that.
But yeah, so I'm gonna give it a solid 9. I really enjoyed it.
I like it. I'm going to go with like an 8.75, only because I think we're gonna see some really, really cool things that are gonna make it even that much more better. So I'm gonna lowball it a little bit for now and go with an 8.75 turns of the wheel. So so that's us for tonight, folks. Like I said, jump over to DJs in a little bit. We'll be talking about Ahsoka, episode 6, I believe. And then Friday is trivia. So head over to Citadel of Trivia for some back to school questions. That'll be fun to go through. I may or may not be there. I don't know if I'll be able to make it home in time. One of my besties is getting married tomorrow, so got to be there to support the fam. Then Monday we'll be back here.
Yep. With
Lady D, I believe, will be joining us to talk about our next few episodes of The Wheel of Time. And also, actually, Sunday, Funda and I will be talking about Foundation Season 1, Episodes 5 and 6. And there are some things that happen in Episode 5 and 6, so I like where that's going. What did you hear?
I heard something go boom, boom, boom. I was like, oh, it's a car outside. No, there's no car.
Did someone fall? Are they okay?
I don't know, but I'm not getting.
I guess we'll find. Well, we'll find out later.
I'm not moving.
Oh man! All right, so yeah, that's us for tonight, folks. Please come by and join us next time. It'll be great. And also, for anyone that's watching this later, or also for the stealth watchers that I've been recently learning I have more and more. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you for the few comments that we've seen also. Appreciate the interaction, and I'm glad you guys are enjoying yourself. I am enjoying it. I know Meeks is also enjoying it.
Absolutely.
TK sliding in at the end. What's good? Thanks for coming in. And shout out to everybody else that was in the chat. Casey and JD were in here. Fandom D Saint. Let's see. Well, let me scroll up. Our Mother of the Realm, Mother Roan, was in here earlier. Danny McKay stopped in to say what's up. Luna was in here with us. So it was really good seeing all you guys. I may be putting out possibly some some blurbs about the things that have been released for House of the Dragon season 2. We'll see how that goes. So yeah, please remember, be awesome to people, and when you're in heavy situations, just remember they won't always last. They won't always last. The wheel weaves as the wheel wills, and the wheel will turn positive and great for you eventually. Mm-hmm. If I could wave my wand and take it away from me now, I would, but that just ain't it. So I'm gonna say that, and peace out.
Bye.